one of the eternal debates in the movie world. Who shot first, Han or Greedo? What do you like more, Pepsi or Coke? Or in this case, who portrays the better Bond? Roger Moore or Sean Connery, especially in Diamonds Are Forever. Forever. Shirley Bassey sings it really dang well. From 1971. This is a final time that Conroy portrayed Bond, and I think that this movie is fine. It's not anything big. It's not like it's a massive spectacle or send off to his character. I think this movie is the satire that it needed, and it felt like a proper conclusion. Enough. Alright, there's no like massive special effects, there's no like intense like big time set pieces. I mean, there is, the usual stuff you see, but it's not like over the top, which is fine. It's this movie is a set. It's like it it cranks up the goofiness, but it's not intense. There's still some funny moments. There's still some kind of moments where Bond, gets captured a little bit. It's fine. This movie was trying to do was just, I guess, kind of just do the send off, and it's spectacle. It's more style over substance. The plot is minimal. There's this diamonds that are, it's like Blofeld gets knocked off in the beginning, and it's like, okay, let's get these two new guys. One with a mustache, and another guy that both of them are implied to be lovers. And I'm like, okay then. It's like, all right, so let's have them have comical ways of having puns after something bad happens, like when they supposedly put Bond inside like a crematorium, and they say that is such a warm reception, like that, which it's fine, but they feel hardly there. But at the same time, it's so comically stupid. It's great. Yeah, and then eventually it's like that $50,000 in diamonds. Of course, Bond assumes a new alias of Peter Franks after he pretty much just eliminates a guy on an elevator. Seriously, it was a nice close quarters scene. And of course, it's like, okay, where are the diamonds? What's going on here? Why is there this WHYTE, White House? The guy named Willard White. Seriously. And it's like, okay, what is he doing? What operation is he funding? Well, one, he is trying to send a laser send a laser to destroy all the nuclear warheads. Yes, I think that's where the origin of this came out. If not, this was one of the first that popularized it. And of course, the diamonds are encrusted on a cat's necklace. Yes, this is also, I think, where the locus origin of it is from. And I'm like, well, it started some other new trends, and that was, pretty alright. It's fine. But yeah, it's the most basic story. I mean, even the diamonds are used to power the satellites. I'm like, okay, that's all you need to know. Oh, yeah, and the scope of this movie is it tries to aim to be big, maybe not with the satellites and everything, but it's standard diamond heist. You saw it in freaking Dagora. You see it here. You see it in dozens of other movies. I'm like, okay, what sets this apart from all the other James Bond movies? The style with Las Vegas was pretty cool. It was nice to see Sin City itself, which has been done a million times. I cannot repudiate that. But at the same time, it's like we get the glitz, we get the glamour, we get the showgirls, we get the money. The whole crew is there. We get Q, we get M, we get we just get pretty much everyone. Even Miss Moneypenny makes an appearance, which is pretty funny. And you know what? I like this. I like it, but it gets into the point of, I guess, almost satire when we get to see a fake moon landing. Yes, even in 1971, this existed. Before Capricorn 1, it was like James Bond was giving a nod to all the moon landing conspiracies, which is hilarious in itself, taking place in like a warehouse or whatever. I'm just like, yeah. And then let's have James Bond go in a moon buggy and then starts a chase through the desert with people that are riding tricycle dune buggies. Yes, dune buggies that have 3 wheels. Freaking tricycles. Oh my word. And then just like this is what I'm thinking, okay, why is this guy taking a little bit time to start it? Then lo and behold, it's James Bond who's letting the buggy go propel itself as he manages to get back to the bimbo that's driving him. She's really just there for eye candy. Anyway, I'm not blaming the actress Jill St. John, okay? So, I mean, even at the end when she's like got a firearm and she says, "What do I do with this?" And then Bond tells her, "Shoot." Lo and behold, some other people come in and pretty much save the day. Serious. I'm just like, that's the definition of a Bond bimbo right there. So, there are 2 ladies that were uncredited that were actually more deadlier than our character. Tiffany Case, I think, was the character's name. That was interesting to see. I'm like, okay, this is interesting to see. Uncredited, but it was still pretty cool to see. One of them being, I think, the first African American Bond woman. That was pretty dang cool. So, I don't know. This movie, it was fun, but it's lacking. There's not much depth here, but you know exactly what you're getting. But there are some points where you just look at it like, effing really? Especially when they're going through Las Vegas. You know, they get the car chase, and one of the cops are saying, "Yeah, don't worry, Larry's got it." Guy says, "Sheriff." Nope, Larry has Bond. And then it says, "Sheriff." Looks over there, there's Bond, and you can see all the intentional cops being, what's the word I'm looking for? Inept. You know, they all like crash in together. It was almost like a chase scene from a Grand Theft Auto video game session. That's what it was. But you know what? It was fine. But really, when the car tips on its side like this, and they somehow both go through this really small corridor, when the cops try the same thing, it just flips like that. And I'm like, well, at least it's self-aware. So there's that, I guess. I don't know. And you know, Conroy does a good job. He came back. He returned for one last time. A little bit older, you know, so he's got, I guess, a little bit more expertise, but at the same time, you know, wooing the ladies, coming back with the one-liners, and just pretty much just having the charisma across the stage. No gadgets. I was surprised by that. It's like the cars were normal. There wasn't like anything with the suitcase, and I'm like, huh, interesting. I was like, when, you know, with George Lazenby or whatever his name is, was like, they didn't like his continence or way how he conducted himself. They said, okay, let's bring Bond back. This is what United Artists want. And Bond wanted $1,250,000 to reprise the role. So there are no like special effects or anything. And this one just felt like an alright, like a fine closure to this era Bond. I don't have any problem with it. It does feel like it's an alright closure. Shirley Bassey is back performing Diamonds Are Forever. I like it. It was a good song, hit the high notes. It still just got kind of like the descriptor lyrics to it with the high notes, and just pretty much that encompasses the vibe of the film. You know, it's like a song's 4 minutes, 3, 4 minutes, whatever. I liked it. It was a good fitting end. And oh, I gotta say one last thing with the at the very ending when you have the guy with the two inept villains, it's like Bond manages to hit him in the crotch, put the bomb right there, sends him down, and it says he went out with its tail between his legs right as he explodes. That felt like the proper ending. So yeah. So how do I ultimately feel about this one? It's not that bad. It's an alright ending to Sean Connery playing in 007 in Diamonds Are Forever. Just remember, just don't expect much. Just get a laugh and have some fun with it.